Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is time for just a word from the Word. Our passage this morning comes from the book of Genesis chapter 35, verse 7, and I'm reading from the King James Version. Here's what it says. And he, meaning Jacob, built there an altar and called the place El Bethel because there God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. Now, this is a new naming. This is not um, him just repeating the name that he had given that place 20 years before. 20 so some years prior to Genesis 35, Jacob had been sent away because he had, he deceived and, it was bad and Esau wanted to kill him. And so Mama sent him away and said, go to my brother's country, find you a wife. And on the way, Jacob, I think we talked about this the other day, actually. Jacob goes to sleep and finds himself having a dream, a ladder up into heaven. He sees angels descending and ascending, coming down to him and then going back up to God. And he wakes up and he takes the rock that he had used to sleep against, he anoints it, and he calls it Bethel or Bethel, the house of God. He recognized that this was the place where he had met and had been in the presence of the Lord, but he called it the house of God. He goes, works for Laban, has, 12 kids, daughter, all sorts of livestock, um, has, two wives. It's crazy. He leaves his father-in-law's house and they start to head back towards home. Jacob meets up with Esau. They split ways. There's just all sorts of stuff that's happening here. But Jacob eventually makes it back to where he first encountered the presence of the Lord. And it is now no longer Bethel, the house of the Lord. It is now El Bethel. Jacob has learned a few things in those 20 years. He's not learned that a particular place is where he encounters the presence of the Lord. It is the God of the house of God that Jacob has learned to encounter. And so when he gets to Bethel, he doesn't call it Bethel. He calls it El Bethel, God, the God of the house of God. There comes a time, here's your word from the Word. There comes a time where your relationship with the Lord has got to go beyond a structure, where it's got to go beyond the Sunday school, Sunday worship, shout, dance, speak in tongues, hoop and holler, raise your hands, sing good music. Your relationship with the Lord's got to go beyond that. We cannot afford to only have a relationship in the house of the Lord. We must, as Jacob learned, we must have a relationship with the God of the house. So on this Tuesday morning, almost the end of January already. Isn't that crazy? Today's the 20th of January. Just 11 days left in the month, and we'll have completed the first month of the year of 2026. But on this day, on this day. Don't seek the house of God. Don't seek an experience. Seek the God of the house. Seek a relationship with the God of the house of God. Lanny Wolf, decades ago, wrote a song, and I remembered it this morning in prayer. Heaven for me, heaven for me, Jesus will be what makes it heaven for me. All its beauty and wonder I'm longing to see, but Jesus will be what makes it heaven for me. Going to the house of the Lord is great, and we should. We need to be faithful to the house of the Lord. We need to be faithful when we can gather together and worship the Lord together. That's important. But more important than the house of God is having a relationship with the God of the house. This has been just a word from the Word. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning.